In this video, we're going to cover how Medicare and Medicaid work together to pay your bill. Who pays for what, and how does it work? So, if you have both Medicare and Medicaid, Medicare is going to pay first, and Medicaid is going to pay second, but only if it has to. Medicare does most of the heavy lifting. It's going to pay for your hospital stays, doctor visits, outpatient care, preventative care, labs, equipment, and your prescription drugs. Medicaid is the secondary payer and fills in gaps like Medicare hospital and medical deductibles, Medicare Part B coinsurance, your Medicare premiums, and services that are not covered by Medicare like long-term care, dental, vision, and transportation. However, that can vary wildly depending on what state you live in. If Medicare covers it and leaves behind a balance, Medicaid might pay that balance, and this is a big one. Medicaid only pays if the provider also accepts Medicaid. That means if you see a doctor who takes Medicare but not Medicaid, you could still get stuck with part of the bill or be refused service. Know that if you have full Medicaid or QMB, the provider cannot bill you for Medicare-covered services, and we're going to discuss that more in future videos. But for now, let's focus on how the two work together. So for doctor's visits, Medicare Part B pays first, and Medicaid may cover the deductible and the coinsurance. For a hospital stay, Medicare Part A pays first, and Medicaid may cover your Part A deductible. For nursing home and long-term care, Medicare only covers short-term stays in skilled nursing, and Medicaid pays for long-term care. For prescription drugs, Medicare Part D pays first, and Medicaid gives you extra help that lowers your out-of-pocket costs. Dental, vision, and hearing are not covered by Medicare, but Medicaid may cover this in your state. Transportation to medical appointments is not covered by Medicare, but this usually is covered by Medicaid. Home health aides are covered by Medicare with some strict limits, and Medicaid usually covers more here, especially with long-term health. Medicare has premiums, deductibles, and coinsurance, and Medicaid may help pay your Medicare premiums, deductibles, and coinsurance, and cover things that Medicare excludes. So, to summarize, if Medicare doesn't cover it all, Medicaid might, but it's not guaranteed. And that's especially with things like dental, hearing, vision, and home health. Your state's Medicaid program calls the shots. Some states are generous, some are not. So, what should we do to make sure we're getting the most out of both programs? Number one, use providers who accept both Medicare and Medicaid. This is huge and it saves you from all sorts of hassles. Make sure your prescription drugs are covered by your Medicare prescription drug coverage, and ask your state Medicaid office what extra benefits you might qualify for, especially dental, vision, and long-term care. I linked a copy of the Medicare and Medicaid Survival Guide you can download for free in the description. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button, and drop a comment with your Medicare questions, and I'll be answering those in future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.